Namaste and welcome back to your weekly wellness tune-up. This week we're discussing how to calm anxiety relatively quickly, how to return to your natural rhythm of life. So today I'm sharing a few powerful Ayurvedic tips that help you reduce that anxiety fast, not by numbing, not by escaping, but bringing yourself back into rhythm with your own body, your own mind, your own consciousness. Anxiety in Ayurveda is really considered to be fundamentally a Vata dosha imbalance. That's the air and space element. We get spaced out, we get ungrounded. Vata governs movement, Vata governs breath and the nervous system. So when it's out of balance, we feel ungrounded, we feel overwhelmed, we feel restless and scattered. So here's just a couple of Ayurvedic tools that you can use relatively immediately when anxiety hits and you need to get back into self-regulation. Warmth is medicine. Vata's naturally cold and dry and light, so we need to bring in those opposite qualities. So that's warm and moist and nourishing. So sipping warm herbal teas, especially adaptogenic teas like tulsi or licorice root, or a calming tea like chamomile or valerian, something like this. Even a cup of warm water, a cup of warm almond milk with some turmeric can bring your system back into a parasympathetic mode of rest and digest. Another way of regulating the nervous system is doing the ancient Ayurvedic practice of Abhyanga, self-oil massage, ideally with a warm oil. You can do warm sesame oil or warm olive oil, or depending if you're a kapha constitution, warm mustard seed oil. But you just rub warm oil, especially sesame oil. You can do your whole body, but you can also just rub it on your hands, rub it on your feet. You can rub it on the scalp, especially before bed. If we're having high anxiety and insomnia, that warm oil literally soothes the nerve endings, telling your brain that you're safe. Breathing. Breathe and everything changes. Follow the breath, slow the mind down. The breath is the bridge between our body and mind, between the heart and mind. When we're breathing into the upper respiratory tract, that's trauma breathing. That's sympathetic nervous system breathing. When you breathe into the belly, slow and long, slow, deep breaths into the belly, it regulates the nervous system. It puts us back into the parasympathetic state. Doing gentle alternate nostril breathing, just doing 5 to 10 rounds of very slow, gentle alternate nostril breathing, breathing into the belly. This calms the nervous system. This calms the hemispheres in the brain, and it'll ease our mental agitation. When we eat, we need to eat to ground, not to stimulate. Anxiety, stress often makes us either skip meals or snack erratically. That's not grounding, that's not balancing, that doesn't support digestion physically or mentally or emotionally. Vata needs rhythm and nourishment. Again, try and eat warm cooked foods, grounding foods, some root vegetables, some root vegetable soup or stews, or a grounding coconut curry. Vata should avoid, when there's anxiety, when there's a stress, Vata imbalance, it should avoid eating raw foods, avoid dry snacks, especially avoid caffeine when you're anxious. That's only going to aggravate the situation. And my favorite of all is touch the earth. Grounding practices, return to self. We're part and parcel of Mother Earth. Disconnection from body, disconnection from nature, fuel anxiety. Reconnect to something relatively stable. Albeit the planet's moving at hundreds of thousands of miles an hour through space, but we don't notice that. Our perception doesn't give us that reality. Laying on the earth is the most grounding thing you can do. Go stand outside barefoot. Hug a tree. Lay down on the ground. Let the earth hold you. Breathe deeply into your belly laying on the earth. Our nervous system responds immediately. Anxiety is not something we need to fight or combat. That's just more war. It's a messenger. It's there to tell us something. Ayurveda teaches us to listen with compassion to our body and listen to the cues it's giving us, that we need to return into a rhythmic balance. Just these few intentional practices, we can shift from anxiousness into an anchored, grounded, gentle, natural, and balanced life. Just try one. Just pick one of these, try it, See what changes you notice. Thank you for tuning in this week. May you feel safe, may you feel grounded, and may you be held by the wisdom within you and in Mother Nature. Namaste.